Let's get to Bob Pisani and see where we are in the circuit breakers. Bob?
And I had a thermometer on my head this morning. It was an odd experience, but it was effective. I got in, and it's a necessary step. Again, we want to review. I know we're all become scholars of circuit breakers in the last week or so. Level 1, which is where we are right now. We opened down about 8% on the S&P. We'll reopen 9:46 or so Eastern time here. That will halt trading for 15 minutes. Level 1 and level 2 will kick in at any point up until 3:25 p.m. Eastern time. After that, there is no trading halt unless you drop 20%. Then you halt trading for the rest of the day. I know it's a little convoluted, but all of us gotten used to the business about this. We don't know where the market will open here. Obviously, we're down about 8% on the S&P, but the banks were weak this morning. They announced they're going to suspend. Most of the major banks are suspending their buybacks. The theory here that they're going to divert the money into loans. Let's hope that is indeed the case. But you see, these are pre-opens on the banks here, rather severe drops overall. Where's the support levels? Not necessarily mean a lot. I think the one thing here is 2,500. That was roughly the lows that we saw last week. Here's a 2-week chart of the S&P, but 2,500 would be an important support level. But there you see we're breaking that here. After that, you're looking back here at December 24th, 19. That was 25.31 there. That was the close there, 25.31 on December 24th. And that was the important level here. We'll see if that kind of number is 23.51. I beg your pardon, 23.51. Let's see if that holds. 23.51. Let's see if that holds. Obviously here we're just a little bit below that, above that right now. Let's take a look at what the debate is. The parameters of the debate. Is it U or L shape? That's been the debate all throughout the week and the weekend. The U-shaped people argue that the service economy will bounce back in a few months. The L-shaped crowd, which obviously has the ascendancy right now, is arguing the bounce is going to take longer and that small business will be affected for much longer than just a couple of months. And as you can see, the market is acting like the L-shaped may be more likely than the U-shape. We'll see if that changes around. By the way, the V-shape is gone. You notice nobody's arguing about a V-shape. It's interesting that we're having buy recommendations today on a number of stocks. Caterpillar, for example, upgraded to buy from hold over at Stifel. There are people who are trying to call bottoms at this point. I think it's a pretty bold move, but you can see it's not really working. That stock's still down. We're waiting for that to reopen. Clorox, maybe more understandably, was upgraded to an overweight at J.P. Morgan. We're going to reopen in about 4 minutes. I'll be back on the floor. Some of the stocks may take a little longer because there's going to be some manual opens on some of the bigger names that are out there. So I'll be walking around on the floor checking on the open.